we're going to train everybody on an app, and don't be scared. It's very simple and very user friendly. Um, and however, the app, we're sort of today we'll get some work done. We'll share on social media platforms, and we'll be able to have time to sort of tailor the message a little bit to your liking. And we'll also text maybe 5 people in your contact list as a sort of test run. We are, if it goes well and everybody gives us feedback on this app, possibly as early as Thursday, we'll have to purchase some voters lists, and at which point we can send out more mass texts using the app, which we can do at a good cost, and we can also still do the thing of having your contacts be sent through the app, and that can even be done in a mass way. In fact, the app will match up who's in California and who's not or who's registered in California and who's not. That's if we were to buy the full voter list in California. We don't know if we're up for making that kind of investment. And so this is a very important meeting for us in terms of understanding how we proceed with this campaign. Now, Mike Olis, who's joined us, is going to be leading the meeting and leading the tutorial on the app. And we have really just 3 parts of tonight's meeting. One is a little bit about Prop 33 and why we're all here to support Prop 33. We'll try to keep that short because I'm guessing most of you are already familiar with the proposition and its importance. Then we'll, of course, walk everybody through getting what's called the REACH app, REACH, and it's sort of an app that's been developed by Democratic Party friendly activists, much like Act Blue has been developed for fundraising purposes by Democratic Party friendly people. And so this is something that we've purchased the use of for the Yes on Prop 33 campaign. Obviously, it's tailored to be very effective in mass communications, and that's the second part is we're going to get you onto the REACH app. And then the third part is part A and part B. We're going to very simply then walk everybody through posting a video supporting Prop 33 onto whatever social media platforms you have. If somebody here doesn't have any social media platforms, we'll talk about that at that. And then finally, we're going to text 5 contacts from everybody and send those out, and then get feedback from you to see how that all went for you, if you got any feedback back from the people you've sent it to. So Mike Olis, do you want to say hi to everybody and maybe add your thoughts at the top?
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Olis. I might know some of you all from my days at Our Revolution. I was the national field director of Our Revolution for about 5 years, and I left that in January to kind of focus back on grassroots organizing where I live here in Indianapolis. And as an organizer, and as everybody probably has done here on this call, you all have made hundreds of phone calls, thousands of phone calls, knocked on thousands of doors. And what the research is really showing us, though, that those are important to do. It's when we reach out to our friends and our family, that is how we can make the biggest difference. So we want to keep phone banking everybody. We want to keep on knocking on doors, right? We want to talk to strangers and get to know people better. But when we really reach out to our friends and our neighbors and our family, right, we can make the biggest difference. And my experience on Prop 33 is, I have some very good progressive organizers, friends who live in California, and I asked them if they were familiar with Prop 33, and they were not, to be honest. And even despite the onslaught of YouTube ads and media, like it just wasn't on their radar. And so I think even reaching out to very progressive people about Prop 33 is going to be important, especially when it's such a big ballot and people are be staring at this big document. Any text or message that we can use to cut through the fog will be a huge difference maker. And as an organizer and somebody who just has been thinking about organizing my whole adult life, what's exciting about this what we're trying to do tonight through this friend bank is imagine of us working together as a team where we could reach out to with enough time and enough purpose, hundreds and hundreds of of people in a very short time just by reaching out to our friends and our contacts that this vote is important to. So basically, anybody who lives in California. And that's what we're going to be attempting to do tonight. Over the next 52 minutes, we hope to be here done. No, be done here at 8 Pacific. But we want to get a lot done in these next 50 minutes, and we're gonna have to do a little bit of downloading and a little bit of tech work. But let's stick with it, and we can really make some things happen. So before I get going, any questions or comments about tonight?
Hi, Mike from Lynn from California.
Hey,
Hey,
Lynn,
so
great to see you.
Yeah, I know Mike really well.
oh, just saying hi. Well, hey, everybody too. It's probably okay. We're gonna introduce you to the Reach app, and Mike's gonna get everybody on it in a second. It's probably most advantageous to both download the app to your phone for texting and also using your computer because it's most efficient if you are on a computer for the social media connections. It can just happen like this. You'll see it's amazing. Um, but the texting for your contacts right now, it's easiest to use your phone. And then we'll walk everybody through that. Though I don't think we need to talk too much about Prop 33 and why it's important, but I do want to say this at the top in this sort of, and we'll pass through already the first third of the meeting about, why I support Prop 33, and also why, PDA has the opportunity to support a number. Obviously, we support the minimum wage increase. That's up to $18, and we walked up to $18 minimum wage in California. But right now that seems like a bit of a no-brainer, given the inflation in recent years, since we were already at 15 before the inflation hit, and poll numbers look good on that. And there's not a big statewide campaign against it that I've seen yet. There's a huge statewide campaign against Prop 33, and among other things, if you've seen the advertisements, clearly the Democrats are a majority in California. The Democratic Party of California does support Prop 33, but they're not really campaigning for it. Surprise, surprise. And given the majority of Democrats in California and the popularity of the word progressive among Democrats in California, they have framed the no campaign to make it seem like it is better for working people and poor people. And so it's very important, given the avalanche of information that the no campaign is presenting through traditional media and on digital platforms, just flooding the population with it. It's very important for a legacy organization like PDA, which people trust, to get the word out that PDA supports Prop 33. So that's the most salient point for this meeting about it. And then just one other point I want to make. As you know, the argument against it has been the sort of face of the campaign is an economist named Ken Rosen. And he argues that rent control will suppress the production of low-income housing. There is no low-income housing being produced in California at anything close to scale for what is necessary. And that's been that way for the balance of the time that Costa-Hawkins, the bill that this proposition repeals, has been in place. So it's a very, very hollow argument. And yet all they're doing is just making that case. It's not being countered. And as we put these things out, we'll be able to put out, waves of using this app, social media pieces and texting, and we can just explain in very simple language that is a faulty argument. We need low-income housing to be produced here. It's not being produced now. And this victory will signal the California population's desire to have low-income housing. It will establish that. There's no way to read a victory for Prop 33 except as a rebellion against the status quo and in favor of the need for people who are currently renting to be able to afford that, and for all people to be able to afford where they live. So a very important victory that we can have right now. And let me toss it back to Mike, and let's figure out how we get everybody down to the Reach app. Mike Olis.
And I just see Shirley's comment here about a crazy ad being run tonight against 33 and using what you just talked about, Alan, framing it as a progressive issue to vote no. So that's why these texts will be important. And so tonight, this first part of the meeting tonight, let's just try and get the app downloaded, or you signed up to it on your computer. So there is two links here that you can use to to sign up and get the Reach app. And if you're on your phone and want to get it on your phone also, if you go to your app store, just type reach.vote and you can download the app. And I would recommend everybody downloading it on their phone and then also having it on their computer. But reach.vote on your app store will take you there, and clicking this link, one of these links tonight will also get you signed up on your for the website version of it.
So yeah, everybody, if you can, first, if you're on your computer right now, it is the link. Which of the two links is it for the computer, Mike?
It's either one. Either one will work, I think.
Okay.
Or should work.
Okay. And of course, if you're on your handheld, maybe the way that most people are familiar with getting new apps on their phone is to go to your app store, whatever that may be on your phone, search for reach.vote and just having it be installed. And it's seems like it's a pretty thin app. It was very quick to install on my phone, so it's not going to take a load of your space on your phone.
And once you have it downloaded, could you give yourself a thumbs up? Is there a way to do that? A thumbs up?
Yeah, Reach app is how I found it too. That's what Mike said, as Mike Fowler said.
So I give myself a thumbs up. So if you have any, once you have it downloaded, give yourself a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you have any problems. And let's see if we can help each other get this going tonight. And if you have any issues, yeah, leave a question in the chat room also.
It's Reach app or just
Yep,
Reach?
Yeah, reach, like to reach for something. Yep.
REACH, and also to
That's
find it in, yeah. Mike, sorry, go ahead.
It's not coming up. No such thing.
Are you on your phone right now?
Yeah, Apple.
In the Apple store where you purchase or you get apps,
Yes.
you might want to try reach.vote.vote.
That might be why. Okay.
It has this little, no,
Dot what? After vote is what?
no, just dot vote. Does it not come up when you do that?
Let me. No, it say no search results.
Okay, go back to take the dot vote off to reach, REACH. Is anybody else on Apple? Has it worked for them on their Apple phone?
Yeah, I have it pulled up on Apple. On my form, if I type in reach or reach.vote, it pops right up. So
Reach.vote. Maybe I have an old one or something.
I got it on mine with one try. Mike, I just sent you a message. It was a statement and a question. If you could just take a look at that.
yes, it's yeah, so your personal info, your phone, yes, you'll have to give it to connect, but only PDA gets that information. And in terms of the campaign key, once you're on there, just look for PDA California 33, and you'll see that on a list of campaigns.
I have PDI, not PDA.
Well, it sounds sorry, like, ma'am, you need to still get the app down, right?
Yeah, and it's not happening. Here, hold on. I'll try it again.
And if you want to, just you can work on your computer, and then we can come back and help you if you want to just focus getting on your browser.
For people who have it on their computer now, Mike, can we direct people to getting them on the front page of
Yes.
PDA?
Let me share my screen.
Okay.
And we'll continue. Yeah, if you're struggling to get this loaded up, we're happy to troubleshoot, and I'll share my screen, and we'll get to the.
And Mike Thaller, can Mike Olis share his screen? Yes, good. Here we go.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this is on the browser. This is what it looks like, and I was messing with this earlier. So I completed. So the way Reach at works is that there's action cards, and this is basically instructing our team of organizers and activists to take an action or to do something. And they try to turn it into a little bit of a game. And so every time you do something, you get points for it. So so if you're into that kind of thing and want to be the champion of organizing, if you get the most points, we'll give you a trophy and a ribbon at the end of this after we win Prop 33. But so there's three cards you should see on your page. And the first one is a card just about the facts of Prop 33 and some very basic information. And I'll assume that most people know about Prop 33 on this call and what it does and what the team that's supporting Prop 33 is saying. So which is the truth. And so does anybody have any questions on Prop 33 that we could further answer tonight or
I have a question. I checked it, Mike, and when I checked it, it went away.
Okay.
So how do I get it back if I want to go back to it?
Okay, so what'll happen if you click it? So basically, each card has there's a box that you click on to say that you completed that task. So I'm gonna mark it completed.
330790.
And then when I go back on the top of your page here,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see filters and preferences and
Oh, completed. Right
box
there
here
we
that
go.
says completed.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you want to go back to your completed, click on it, and if you want to go to what you haven't completed, click off of it basically.
Okay.
So kind of going back and forth there.
Great.
And how are we doing, team? Are
I
we
have a question.
Yes.
So what's the name of this campaign? Exactly, the words.
It's PDA.
Okay, they're P. Okay, because I've got an alphabetical list here. There's
Okay,
a
yep,
lot of organizations on it.
yeah, so scroll down to PDA.
And it's actually PDA-CA. Yes, on Prop.
Okay, I found it.
Good. Good.
Great. Everybody else doing okay? Any other setup questions or anybody struggling?
I was just going to take one comment, and that is the California Apartment Association, Todd Speaker, who's one of the worst, bought my building a year ago in Menlo Park, kicked out half of the tenants, and they didn't know to fight just cause. So I now live in a CAA apartment building.
Wow.
And Lynn, that's a story that I know Alan is working on putting some op-eds together, right? That might be a story worth telling and getting the word out about about living through that and why it's important to pass Prop 33. That's an amazing story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lynn always has amazing stories though, so it's to be expected.
So are we through with the first card, and should we move on to the next one? Everybody?
Can I ask a question? I have sharing the YouTube video to Facebook supporting Prop 33, mark completed, and then share. Is that too early for me to share it?
Yeah, we'll go. That's our next step. So we'll go there here in 1 second.
Okay.
You went from being behind to being up ahead of us. So, anybody? So everybody is good. So once you're done with reading about 23, just click completed. That you are now an expert on Prop 33, and you're briefed and you're ready to go. Does that make sense?
And you're 25 points richer.
And so tonight we have. I'm sorry, Alan.
And everybody will be 25 points richer, whatever that means. 25.
Yes,
25,
yes, you are that
25
closer
each
to getting the trophy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
And so tonight we
You
have
can
20
get a
people on, right? So
burrito.
now we have 20 people that we know are briefed on Prop 33 that are well read on it. So let's go to the next step we want to do tonight, and we want to share about Prop 33 on social media. And it says share YouTube video to Facebook, but basically we can, by clicking a couple buttons, we can share this to every every social media platform that we're part of, or also if you're on WhatsApp, or if you're on if you want to send an email over to somebody, you can share this on social media. So it's very easy. And as Linda showed us, that you can knock it out pretty quick if you go down to your second card and share your YouTube video on Facebook. Click on share. And this is the video that is very quick. It just very quickly is outlining why we got to vote yes on 33. And then if you click on share, you can share it directly to Facebook or Twitter. Do we have are people still on Twitter, or have people left Twitter?
Actually, I'm going to share it on email because
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter. So I can
Yep.
share it on, which is great because that way I can put my friends and stuff on it. So shall I hit
Yep.
the Gmail now?
Yeah. So basically once you click on this, it's very easy to share it to any of these platforms. And so I've already shared on Facebook tonight, but if I click on share with Facebook, it'll pop up. I don't know if you'll be able to see what I'm seeing, but I can just make a quick comment and push the share button, and it's on my social media.
Yay, I just shared to Twitter.
Awesome. Elon Musk is gonna be mad at you, but thank you for doing that. Yeah, I shared mine on Twitter also. And the interesting thing was on YouTube, there's only 13 views of this video on YouTube. So tonight, we're going to at least double or triple the views of this video on YouTube.
I see that I can share to Instagram chats.
Oh, you can? Great.
Well, that's what it says. Let's see.
Okay. I'm not getting that. So it must be, you must be linked up in a way.
But I only want to send it to people in California.
Yeah, can anybody else do stuff with Instagram? Is this showing up on your any WhatsApp users?
Yeah, I'm WhatsApp.
So yeah, if you have a California WhatsApp list or group,
No, but I
so
have
so tonight though, very quickly, right? Imagine if we had several thousand people doing this together, right? You can boost a social media post real quick by sharing like this and working together as a team. So throughout the campaign, every day we can put a new post or take a new action on social media for people to share. And you get 300 points for doing this tonight. So pretty cool.
Okay, I'm going to send to a bunch of my friends via Gmail.
Okay.
And then I can later on add more people.
Yep.
Did you share the content? Yes.
Yep. So click yes. Yep. And how's everybody else doing? Pretty easy?
Yep.
Anybody struggling?
Says I only get 100 points.
Mike, I have a question. What Lynn is doing is on her computer, correct?
Yes.
No, my phone.
On your phone. Okay. On your phone. Okay.
Okay, because I didn't get any of that. I mean, it said I'm verified on my phone for the PDA-CA Prop 33. I don't
Okay.
know where to go with it after that.
Okay. Is anybody else having that issue? So if you're on your phone, I
Right.
wish I could share my phone real quick, but if you if you're on your phone, you should see you're on the PDA-CA, yes, on Prop 33, rolls off your tongue. If you're on that page, do you see something called an action feed? Do you see where it says action feed?
No, all I have is verify my email address, which I did.
Okay.
And then I have a copy and paste the link below into your browser. Is that what I want?
I think you're then is there sort of, can you just go forward, or I don't think that's necessary.
And it says where I'm receiving my emails. And that's it.
Has anybody else seen that?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Well, what do you have on
And
your?
that's on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Um, we might have to come back to you and maybe we
Okay.
and troubleshoot it. If you're on, so is there any, once you verified your email on your phone,
Yeah.
you can't just push a button to go forward or confirm
No.
or kind of
It
just
says
leave that
to
screen?
verify, please click the button above or copy and paste.
Okay, did you click the button?
Let me see. It says you've already verified this email,
Okay,
and that's it.
and that's it.
You
And
can't
you've
go,
already
there's
clicked it?
no place else to go.
Okay. And you're also on your computer?
No.
Okay. But are you using you using your phone and your computer right now?
Well, I'm on Zoom on the computer, but I'm putting
Okay.
this into my
Okay.
phone.
What I'm saying is if you for the time being, if you could just click one of the links and just set it up on your computer, and then we can come back and troubleshoot your phone. If that's
Okay.
okay.
Well, as long as I'll have to have my husband look at this because I am.
Yeah, happy to help afterwards too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take
how
everybody's
to
time. Yeah,
help.
thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, but thank you for sticking with it. Sorry about the tech.
No. I'm not a great techie. I can make a way through the day, but sometimes it's a little challenge.
We're almost there, I think. So awesome. Okay. How's everybody else doing? Are we all good on sharing social media and how that works?
Mm-hmm.
No other hangups? Okay, now this is a tricky part tonight. So now we're graduating to the trickier part, and I apologize because we originally, kind of got this program thinking that this would be the quickest way to text all of our friends in California about Prop 33, and instead we have to, for the time being, tonight at least, do a little bit of a workaround to text people, and so it's a little trickier than it should be, but we will fight through it and do it together, and we'll try to text at least 5 friends about Prop 33 tonight. So if you go to your last card, if you see it, it says text 5 California friends. And ask them to vote yes on Prop 33. So we want to use our own personal phones to text 5 friends in California. And if you click on that, and so this is where it might get tricky, and we'll have to work on this going forward. But if you're using a Mac, it's might be a little bit easier. or an Apple product, you can text from your computer to people. You can just copy and paste this text here. Um, and we want to send this out to 5 of our friends tonight.
Mike, I found the option to text and I checked the box and then it sort of disappeared and I'm left with read campaign facts and share video. I don't know what
Okay.
happened to the text one. I hit text.
Okay, it might have just taken a so if you could if you look at my screen here
Yeah,
and
I
it's
had something like that. And then see the
it-
little square up at the top left? I
yeah.
clicked on that and then it disappeared off the screen.
Okay, do you see the completed
Oh,
box?
maybe it's still loading. Because the
No, if you
action,
see the completed box, if you're not seeing your action card, you click on the completed box and it just means that you've clicked the complete, and so you can go back and find your card there.
well, I'm also noticing that the action feed at the top, that mine has
Yeah.
not totally downloaded. Maybe that's why.
Okay, that might be an issue. Okay. Um, so let's just give it a second. And so I'm gonna go back to texting 5 friends in a different, a little bit different version of this program. This would be a little bit simpler. But tonight, we just want to reach out. Now, we've already hit people on social media. We might have already emailed them. And now we want to hit people up on text. And the easiest thing to do is to, if you're on your computer, just to copy and paste. And if you can text people from your computer, find 5 individual friends in California and text them real quick. And if you're on your phone, copy this, copy the text off this, and then paste it into your messaging app and text 5 people off your phone that way.
And that's the box that says go to response form.
And then once we're done doing that, we want to go to a response form and say, hey, I texted this many people, and this is what people said, and just so that we can kind of track on how we're doing and what people are saying, and what if, and so that we can troubleshoot any issues that we have, especially as we talk to more and more people.
So I got the text and then it says go to response form at the
Yeah,
bottom.
don't worry about the response form yet.
Oh,
What's
okay.
important is just to take that text, and we want to
Oh,
just send that text to 5 friends on your personal texting platform.
and I do that through the link preview.
Nope, you kind of have to unfortunately go outside your program
Oh,
and go into your you text when you text, how do you text people, on your phone or
yeah, on my phone, but how am I going to get to texting without deleting this page?
um so
Well, shall
a
I
couple
see?
workarounds. So one thing you can do is how would you do that? If you want to use your phone to text, can you email yourself that text, or and and then
Oh, okay. Let me try.
copy that and put it into your text?
Let me try. See what I can do.
Yeah, this is the one thing that's a little annoying tonight, that is that we have to kind of do this workaround. So I'm going to text some of my friends right now in California.
The one thing I would say is once you have it, if you want to tailor it in a kind of way that makes it more personalized, first of all, I recommend that if you can do that in a succinct way. But then just as you finalize that in the first person you're texting, then copy it fully, and then just copy and paste it into the next 4 people you do as you text them.
I just texted my first friend in California. and she's a big progressive, so I'm sure she's already on top of it. But
Okay, I finished. I sent it to 5 friends and family in California.
great.
We'll see if anybody responds or if they think I'm spamming them. But I don't know many, I'm not from California, so I'm gonna need a list to reach out to.
Okay. And yeah, and maybe we can get maybe
Yeah.
we can get you a list to
Okay.
hit up with PDA members.
That'd be great.
Um,
Yeah, we can definitely do that. It'll be a few days though. We're again, as I said at the very, very top of the call, people may have forgotten this again. We are doing parallel to this, the classical PDA phone banking to our list. And we are also maybe going to invest in a dialer to expand past that. And even a broader number of people. And but when we cut up the PDA lists for the phone callers, which will happen before this week is out, we can share that with whoever wants to text into that list.
Okay.
anybody get any responses yet from their friends?
All I've been able to do is go to my Gmail and see the, the mail, which was the video. So I'm trying to figure out how to get what I have on my phone, the text, and connect it with my texting.
I got to text one more person in California.
Wow, it went really quick. Once I did one, I did 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5 really quick. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I just figured out how to copy and paste. Copy the text and then paste it into my texting.
I think the challenging thing for me is actually that all of the people that I know who are already identified as progressives are going to go by various voting lists that all say yes on Prop 33. And so I have to think to myself, who do I know who either is less politically active, involved, paying attention, or B, are middle ground. They're not sure if they support rent control. And then it might be a longer conversation, but that's the way I'm trying to figure out how to target the maybes and the didn't bother to look yet people.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, yeah, I don't know if you were on the top of the call when Mike said that, he did reach out to 2 of his activist friends and he was surprised they hadn't, or he found out they hadn't heard about it. I asked him, do they not watch any TV, or YouTube or anything because it blitzes. But of course, that could be my algorithm on YouTube that I'm getting especially blitzed with it because it's the algorithm is suggesting I'm politically active. Maybe it's not as high on other people who don't hit the same kind of things I hit up on YouTube.
I got a response back from a friend and she said, and yes, you can count on my vote.
Oh, awesome.
Great.
And I'll tell you that I spoke with another friend about this a couple of days ago, and she is very progressive and very sharp, a retired lawyer, and she didn't know about Prop 33.
There we go.
So, but she's not a television addict, and I think a lot of people are getting their news from TV.
Well, it's more. I mean, I would say it's even more saturated. It's high on TV. I've been watching the baseball games, and those are probably the most expensive ads by far in California right now. The Dodger game ads, especially when they were playing the Padres, right? And then, but on YouTube, it's so prominent.
I think people who aren't in apartments or looking to rent aren't aware of it. And if they see it on TV, because let's say they own a home or they are living in an RV or whatever, oh, that's not going to affect me. They don't understand that it's also their neighborhood. And I think that's what people need to know, that yes, in the long run, it will affect you, because where do these people live?
Yeah, the great thing about rent control is it creates community cohesion.
It does.
Right.
It does.
I mean, it's amazing that they try to get away with the idea that they're going to that this is going to suffocate the development of low-income housing when there's just no low-income housing being produced in the state.
You know about their history of killing Prop 21 years ago? A similar ballot initiative, CAA, defeated that.
Well, this has been on a few times. In fact, 34, it's important to vote no on Prop 34. Prop 34 is directly targeting the sponsor of Prop 33.
Right, the AIDS Healthcare Foundation.
Right.
And they were even doing it in Sacramento. I talked to people who met them in Sacramento, and they were pushing us quite a few months ago.
I think I found an undocumented use for this. I copied and pasted it into the meeting chat. The YouTube link.
Oh.
So we can really piss some people off in meetings by putting this in the chat of other meetings.
Are other people having Hemming's problem with the app not working on their phone?
No, I'm doing good. I finally figured out how to copy and paste, and I sent it to a bunch of my friends via text.
Now I'm looking at the back end tonight, and it looks like we have 9 people signed up on our reach. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So we're up to 9 people, and I know we had 20 people on the call tonight. So it looks like maybe not everybody was logging on, but we got our first 10 people in the door using Reach tonight.
Now the going back to the social media share, obviously on social media you probably want to maybe do it only every other day, but how should maybe we should just contact the people who've signed up to this group. And we had 35 people signed up to the group, and then Mike has the list of people who are on this call. Mike Thaler does. We should probably maybe by Thursday, and we have another meeting of this group on Thursday at noon. We'll be emailing people about that. So you can join us again on Thursday at noon California time. That's the right time, right? Right, Mike?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So by that time, we'll maybe have selected another video, and we can put up another video to do on social media. Yeah. And I tailored I put up unique, I changed the language around, sort of personalized it. And I think we should all think about that, especially for social media posting, so that we all are hitting people with what we think our best arguments are, just as a way to frame the video and to keep it different and make it more engaging for people.
Is there a hashtag for this campaign?
probably be yes, Prop 33, but I'm not sure. The problems, of course, yeah, we probably would want to coordinate with the. So, what is the website, Mike? Is yes on Prop 33? Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
I mean, right. That's just those words written out, right?
Yep.
And they probably have. We would want no. It's yes on 33, and so there's no prop there. They probably, yeah, they have an action toolkit. We should probably use whatever hashtag they're promoting, and they have a retweet on X thing. Yes, yes, hashtag yes, all capital on 33. So I'll put that into the chat. Thanks for asking, Laura.
So I see a couple people the app not working on their phones. Has that been resolved at all, or are we still have a couple of phones that are not working? We're we're good on our phones right now. So I'd say we could wrap it up for the night. I think let's just do a debrief and how it went and yeah, just want to get people's thought on using this tool together and you know, is it going to be helpful for us to just keep working together and getting the social media message out, working on our texting and developing our skills of outreach here over the next 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks away from Election Day, so.
So a question, if you're not texting to family and friends, but you're texting to a list of people you don't know in California, how much do you engage with them if they respond back to you? Is there any kind of,
Yeah, I mean, I would say that when I send out sometimes for campaigns I'll send out 20,000 texts, right? And then maybe 200 people will respond. Now this is using an app, but anytime you have a text conversation that's not rude, if somebody's not telling you to F off, and it's a legit conversation, it's it seems to be pretty productive. But if you're texting off your phone and say, hey, here's 20 really good PDA members. Could you text them? And yeah, I would engage with them, right? Because these are fellow PDA members or fellow PDA supporters that we'd want to, let them know how to vote, right? Um, and some of these people might be highly knowledgeable. Some people might not just be clued in, right? So, you know, so we'd want to make it as personable as possible, especially when you're hitting up a list that close to our organization.
Alan, have PDA members in California gotten the text? Or the
No, generally PDA doesn't use a lot of text for our contacts. We use the email list and phone calls, and of course the email list is the blast wave, but they've gotten multiple emails, yes, but not text. Yeah,
great, thanks.
but we might change that very soon.
I'm waiting for people to respond to my text so far. Nobody's responding.
Yeah, it seems like the app that we're using though, and I suppose there was a little bit of confusion around this, is that we thought we could take like the PDA list or anybody's contact list and upload it, but the way that the people who've organized, and Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, have organized the app is that's all possible, but only to, which is really crazy actually. I think it's a real problem with the app. We should talk to the people who designed it. I'll tell you why in a second. But what you have to do first is upload a voters list, and then it matches up
Yep.
with the. Now, on the one hand, that's good for a statewide race because it will. If say you put your contacts up, it'll take out all the non-California people, so that's useful. But of course, the problem I see with it is, and this has been a problem with the Democratic Party in general, is they've been more about motivating their already registered base and not about expanding their constituencies. And obviously, if you're not on a voters roll, you haven't registered, and they need to get to those people just as much as the people who are registered as Democrats or just registered. Thanks, Mike Fowler. That's great, Hemming. Great message.
Yeah, I would use senior caucus chair, except that that's too long for Twitter. So I never changed it from prod caucus chair.
That's great. Yeah, and per what Hemming wrote too, if people don't, I'm sure people understand, I haven't said it enough, but this really, of course, speaks to the phenomenon of, people who have jobs, but they simply cannot afford their rent. And of course, rent control will allow for people at least to understand what they have to meet in terms of their obligations to stay in their homes. It will prevent the kind of like working homeless, or it won't prevent it, but it'll staunch the growth of that phenomenon, which is so huge in California right now.
Have they posted videos about Prop 33?
Excuse me?
Have they posted videos, on the internet or TV or whatever? Yes, on 33. Have they had enough money to do that?
Yeah, they actually have a very, very effective ad in that it features.
That must be the video we just sent out.
No, it's different than that. It's much shorter.
It's
It's about 15 seconds. It's very effective because it's Kamala Harris, and of course, obviously the political figure most people are paying the most amount of attention to, besides her opponent. And it's actually better done than the Harris ads I've seen. And you think it's a Harris ad, and she's talking about the need for rent control. And, Biden and Harris have come around to supporting rent control, which is really good of them. And so it's a very well done piece. Mm-hmm.
Faint praise, Alan, faint praise.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's sad but true. Yeah.
What do you think about all the abandoned people in Coachella?
Oh God. But
Coachella.
we should focus on the call. But
I know.
Yeah.
I just think it. Do you want to laugh about something?
What's the next step? Do we wait to hear from you about?
Okay, there's one final step because we can be gone in 3 minutes, everybody, and we can be right on time for the meeting and keep the meeting short. The final step is in the third action item. There was a link for a report back form. Mm-hmm. And since now the app itself will not be counting up all the texts that we do, if people can fill out the report back form on the third action item and then send it in to us, that would be great. In particular, maybe wait a day and send it in, because see who responds is the thing, of course, we're most interested in of the 5 people you contacted.
Okay.
Do people see that on where to get that on the?
It's called a response form.
Yep, that's it. Mm-hmm. Mike, Olis, any further thoughts? Well, Mike Olis is back, and we should wrap up. Mike, do you want to wrap up for everybody? And we'll be back in touch before Thursday's meeting. Mike, you're muted. Please unmute. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I had some power issues, but we have a total of 9 users tonight on the app. So I know we had about 20 people here, so we'll try to troubleshoot that and follow up with people about getting online. And then on Thursday at lunch, we'll do this again and try to grow the group and get more people involved. And maybe we'll have an updated texting strategy also, so that we can more easily reach our contact list. But before we close up, any comments or final thoughts?
I just texted my question into the chat. So our next steps are that you want us to keep posting and texting people and getting other people to join the text.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
absolutely. And if we know people that could join on a lunch on Thursday, that's great. But I think you know, as we get this going, as we get closer to election day, if we need to have friend banks every night or every other night to just bring this home, I'm sure we're up for it, right? So tonight, hopefully we've contacted at least 100 people. Our social media got moved around tonight, and we're winning. We're letting people know what's going on. But yeah, that's the goal. Is to just get more and more people involved and get better at doing this together. And then in terms of who we want to text, how many people do you have in your contact list on your phone? You think?
3,000?
3,000? Yes, you might want to start alphabetically, right? Or or texting people that that need to be heard from you. So unfortunately, my California list is probably only 25 people on my phone, so it's easy for me to think about who to contact. But that's the awesome 3,000 people.
You need more friends, Mike.
I know that's true. I need a lot more friends. I need to move to California so I can get some more friends.
No, nobody's moving to California. Sorry, Mike. We need rent control before you can move here.
So
Sure.
awesome.
Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, well,
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Mike. Good
Thanks,
to
Mike and
hear
Mike.
you.
Thank
See ya.
you.